Top 10 best summer fragrances from the Creed brand. We all know that Creed makes some really bright, uplifting, effervescent fragrances. So here are the 10 best Creed fragrances that you can try right now for the summertime. I'm looking forward to sharing this list with you, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin today's episode and I tell you about these 10 best Creed fragrances for the summertime, I'll tell you all about them, the notes, the performance, longevity, why I think they're so ideal for the summer. But before I begin the video, I just want to say that if you love smelling your best, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and also give this video a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. It would really be a huge favor to me. And of course, I don't recommend blind buys. You can find all of these at scentsplit.com. They are a decanting service. They will make samples for you, 5 ml, 10 ml, you name it. This way you can try it on skin. You can see if it works with your skin chemistry. They're 100% legit. They've been around for such a long time. I've been using them for like 8 or 9 years now. I love using ScentSplit. Please check them out if you haven't already done so. The links are going to be placed down below. The first one I want to talk about is Royal Mayfair. So this one is really interesting. This one is kind of like a tea eucalyptus fragrance. It is a bit on the lighter side of things, and I know a lot of times when we talk about tea, it kind of has that mentholated feel about it. So it kind of puts me in the mindset of mint. But yeah, this one is fantastic. It's a great fragrance. It's classy, it's elegant, but it's a little quirky. So it might not be what you're used to. Try it for yourself. I know this one, Royal Water, there's a lot of fragrances from the brand that are not in the proverbial limelight, but this one is awesome. Please try it for yourself if you haven't. Of course, we also have Viking. This fragrance is also quite minty. I know it's gotten compared to L'Anarchiste by Cologne. This one, it's minty, it's citrusy, it has this earthy vetiver note to it. It's really well done. So the thing about Creed Aventus, I think Creed Aventus is fantastic for every season, which is why it's kind of low on this list. It would be higher up, but for me, I enjoy wearing it in the autumn, in the winter, in the spring. It's not just a summer fragrance for me, but yeah, Creed Aventus is fantastic for any season and also any occasion. It smells clean, well-groomed, professional, and it's a huge compliment getter. Of course, we have Green Irish Tweed, Florentine Iris, Lemon Verbena, a bunch of citrus, lemongrass. It's smooth, it's elegant. Came out in 1985. And this one is beautiful for the springtime, right? I know a lot of people, myself included, decide to wear this one primarily in the spring, but there's something about that freshness, the citrus quality. It's great for the summertime as well. So the only fragrance that is obviously better than Viking with that particular DNA to it for the summertime is Viking Cologne. Please check out Viking Cologne if you're looking for a summertime scent. Now, of course, Viking Cologne kind of has this Terre d'Hermès vibe, which you can also get from Isola Blue by Roja Parfum. You can get it from Perseus by Parfum de Marly. You can get it from Basso by Sospiro. So a lot of fragrances kind of utilize that DNA. But again, clean, elegant, pretty heavy-handed on the citrus. It is amazing. Cedarwood in citrus, Cedar Blanc, right? Again, clean, musky cedarwood, a bit more on the formal side of things, not too complex. So I think that might be the criticism that a lot of people will give this one, that it could be a little more interesting, but it's a very easy to wear, casual grab-and-go scent. Of course, Silver Mountain Water. This is the most abstract fragrance from this entire list. This one is primarily tea. It's refreshing in the opening, and it is just a beautiful scent. I know people have compared it to Galloway by Parfum de Marly, Lalique White, so on and so forth. And of course, there's also a couple of Casamorati fragrances, Mephisto and also Mephisto Gentiluomo. But Silver Mountain Water, as far as I'm concerned, came out before the Casamoratis, came out before Galloway. Silver Mountain Water is fantastic. Of course, this is one of my favorites, and it goes back to 2012, I think. That's when I got my bottle of this one, Melsim Imperial by Creed. It smells like a salted watermelon, right? So this is the sort of ongoing narrative, although it doesn't actually contain watermelon, but it's just kind of the vibe that a lot of people get from this one. I love Melsim Imperial. Now this next one is Vacation in a Bottle, Virgin Island Water, Lime and Coconut. It just smells like you're in a tropical getaway. But the fragrance in my number one spot, again, it's one of those fragrances where every time I think about it, I'm like, you know what? I really need to stop neglecting this one. I need to wear it a lot more often. The citrus, the melon, the brightness, the oceanic components to it. It is so fantastic for the hotter weather, summer specifically. Irolfa. It just smells like you're cruising in the middle of the ocean, like you have not a care in the world. You are in a relaxing state of mind. Irolfa is fantastic. What are your favorite Creed fragrances for the summertime? Do you differentiate? Are you even a fan of Creed? Drop your comment down below. I always love the interaction. And if you took anything of value from today's episode, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and give it a thumbs up. Sample these, if you can, at ScentSplit. They have samples, so don't blind buy any of these. If you don't have a major department store in your area where you can comfortably and readily go to try many of these fragrances, just get samples and decants. It's quite inexpensive. Nevertheless, thank you again so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the video. I love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow with a new episode. Bye.